What's going on, everybody? This is KrispyQwiff, and I'm here with the first look at the game of the year for 2022. Yes, it's Elden Ring, and I never thought I would play a game like this. This is one of the what they call Dark Souls type games, and I've tried Dark Souls before, and it was just way too hard. They're known for their punishing difficulty, but also for their great rewards. A lot of people have gotten into it and started playing them. I tried to play Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and I couldn't get past the first 10 minutes. I was just frustrated. But this game, I decided to try it. I was watching a walkthrough of it, and I have a friend that he plays this. He swears by it. He's been trying to get me on this game forever, since it came out. And he's like level 4 or something, 400 and something. So I finally decided to start playing this game. And while it is very brutal, it's very difficult. It is the easiest out of the Darkest Souls games. This is the game if you want to start getting into Dark Souls type games, or Souls-like what they call, this is the game to get. It is open world, and it is the best. They took like the best of Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and they put it in one game. And it's a lot accessible to newer, but it is difficult. It is. Once you learn the mechanics, though, and how combat works, and you practice at it, I'm telling you, you'll be taking down these bosses, and you won't believe, like, oh my gosh. And you, like I said, the higher level you become, the more powerful. They have a lot of cool weapons and stuff that you can use. But yeah, it's very, very difficult. You have to really master the way you do combat in this game, or you're not gonna make it. But the good thing about Elden Ring is that you can go at your own pace. Okay, they have a lot of different areas where you don't have to. You can skip bosses. You don't have to fight them in order to move forward in the game. You do have to do it to beat the game, but they have mini bosses. They have all kinds of stuff. They have regular characters walking around, enemies that are just strong that you can learn from, and they have a lot of creatures. One of the things about this game that's really good and really tests you is all the enemies attack differently. The different type of enemies attack differently, including the creatures, and some of them are brutal. They take off a lot of health if they strike. So you have to get used to how the mechanics play out. But once you do, trust me, you're going to be into it, and it's going to be like, you're going to be having so much fun discovering things and doing this and that. It's going to be, you're going to enjoy yourself. I never thought I would enjoy a game like this, but I have, and it's addicting. I've been playing this game because I had surgery recently, and so I've been at home resting and healing, and I had time to play it, so I went ahead and downloaded this game, and it sucked me in. I couldn't believe it. I ended up on this game like 4 hours, like into the wee hours of the morning playing this because I'm not paying attention to the time. I mean, it's that good. So I see why it is massive, massive, massive. The game is huge. I mean, I've only maybe uncovered 50% of the game already, and it's already huge. It's big. Like, I could just do that for another 50 hours, just the sections I did, because there's so much stuff. They're still discovering stuff. In fact, this game's been out for a year, but they're still discovering stuff. They're still discovering new secrets. And they have a DLC that's supposed to be dropping, I think at the end of this year, by the end of this year, or the early next year. But it's supposed to be almost as big as the game itself. It's like they took the DLCs and decided to combine them. So it's like a 60 gig, 70 gig. It's going to be, around that length, a DLC. So this is the time right now to jump on. I just had a friend take me through. He just gave me all kind of stuff. Because it's co-op too. The game is co-op. You can play co-op. But they're very restrictive how you do it. So you can't just OP the game, And they have plenty of videos on YouTube for beginners to teach you the mechanics and how to play. So if you guys want me to do an Elden Ring walkthrough, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a play-by-play. And the reason why it has to be play-by-play is so I can explain it to you. because it has to be able to be explained as I'm doing it, or you're going to get lost or wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing, okay? But I'm willing to do that if enough people comment. So leave a comment. We want an Elden Ring walkthrough, and I'll start working on it, okay? Besides the other ones I'm getting ready to do. So I just want to take a break from Gotham Knights. I got some other video games we're prepping up to do walkthroughs on. But I just wanted to do this one, just show you what I've been doing lately and playing. Because now, it took up a lot of my time. I'm not going to have time once I start going back to work and getting back into the swing of things. But I just wanted to show you this game, and I'm telling you to get it. Just be warned, it's addictive. If you have kids, a wife, all that stuff, you need to really discipline yourself because you will get caught up easy in this game. After you get through the frustration, you got to be patient with yourself. But once you start mastering and knocking these bosses out, I'm telling you, man, I knocked out my first boss and I was on fire. That was it. I was hooked. Once I got through the first one, man, first boss character I killed, yeah, it was on. Because I didn't think I could knock him out and kill him. It took me like 20 tries, but I did it. But you got to be patient with yourself and you'll enjoy it too, okay? So without any further ado, I've been talking long enough. Without any further ado, I just wanted to show you some boss battles I had. Just, kind of give you a feel for it, what you're going to be in for when you're playing this great game, Elden Ring. So it was designed by the guy, I think it's George Martin, the guy that did A Song of Fire and Ice, which is now Game of Thrones. So he helped write this, okay? So, like I said, it's epic, and you could tell that he wrote it because you have a lot of side stories. It's the best storyline out of all the Dark Souls series. It's a lot easier to understand because the other ones are kind of vague. They kind of made it vague, but this one is really, it's really good. You guys are really gonna enjoy it. I'm telling you. And there's enemies everywhere, so you have to keep your head on a swivel and don't drop your guard. All right. So if you're looking for something like that, pick up Elden Ring. Let me know when you get it, and and then you can use my guide as some assistance or some help, okay? Well, that's all I have for today. Check out this, don't go anywhere, and I want you to check out these little boss battles I had, and let me know what you think in the comments below, all right? So, until we meet again in cyberspace, peace, God bless, and we live in a dangerous world, so stay frosty. Peace out, y'all.